Welcome to this session on ratio proportion, and in this video we will be taking a look at another concept related to ratio proportion, that is compounded ratios. So what is the meaning of compound ratios? So compound ratio is nothing but a product of two ratios. मतलब दो रेशियो को अगर आपने मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया तो उससे जो नया रेशियो हमको मिलता है उसे हम कंपाउंड रेशियो कहते हैं. So when you take the product of two ratios, the ratio that we get is known as a compound ratio. For example, price ratio of two different grades of petrol is 5:8. मतलब दो अलग अलग पेट्रोल के ग्रेड्स की प्राइस का रेशियो जो है वो 5:8 है. And the quantities required, the ratio of quantities required of two grades is 10:7. So we know that prices will be multiples of 5 and that of 8, and the quantities will be multiples of 10 and 7. You should note here that since I have taken x as a multiple for price, I cannot take the same multiple for quantities. मतलब मैंने price के लिए अगर x ratio लिया है तो वही मैं मल्टीप्लाइंग फैक्टर नहीं ले सकता हूं दूसरे रेशियो के लिए. मुझे यहां पे y लेना पड़ेगा. Now what is the total expense? Total expense is price multiplied by quantity. So 5x multiplied by 10y as to, what is the next price? 8x here multiplied by 7y, and xy will cancel from both the sides and we'll get 50 as to 56, which simplifies to 25 as to 28. Now this is the compound ratio, but this gives you the ratio of expense. Next, let us solve a couple of questions based on compound ratios. A carries only 50 paisa coins. So we have somebody called A, he carries only 50 paisa coins. And we have B, who carries only 10 paisa coins with him. If the total amounts carried by A and B are in the ratio 2:1, so amounts are in the ratio of 2:1. What is the meaning of amounts? That means the total amount of money in the form of 50 paisa coins and the total amount of money in the form of 10 paisa coins, this is in the ratio of 2:1. So the ratio of amounts is 2:1. So obviously the amounts will be 2x and 1x rupee respectively. Now what is the relation between the value of each coins, number of coins, and amount? Value of each coin multiplied by number of coins gives us the amount. We all know this. But here we need to find out the ratio of number. So number is nothing but amount divided by value. So if you divide the amount by value, you get the total number. So what are you required here? 2x divided by 50 as to x divided by 10. So x gets cancelled out. We have 1 by 25 as to 1 by 10, which is 10 as to 25, or this gets cancelled from 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25. So the final ratio of number of coins of each type. Number of coins of each type is 2:5. Let us solve another question. The ratio of number of words per line in two notebooks. So we have two notebooks. Let us call them notebook 1 and notebook 2. Number of words per line. The ratio is given to be 6 is to 13. 6 is to 13 here. The ratio of number of lines in the notebook per page, lines per page, is 12 is to 7, and the ratio of number of pages for both the books is in the ratio 4 is to 5. Now remember, if we have 4 words per line, suppose I'm just taking a random value, 4 words per line, and if there are 12 lines per page and there are 10 pages, how do you find out the number of words? Number of words will be product of these three. 4 words per line, so there are 12 lines in one page. So 4 into 12 words per page multiplied by 10 pages. So which means this particular booklet would have 480 words. We are required to find the ratio of number of words in both the books. So what we need to do is we need to take a product of number of words per line for the first book multiplied by lines per page for the first book multiplied by number of pages for the first book. And we have to do the same thing for the second book. So the required ratio is 6 into 12 into 4 is to 13 is to 7 is to 5. So 72 into 4, 288, 91 into 5, 455. Does it get cancelled out from? No, it doesn't. So the ratio of number of words will be 288 as to 455. I hope you understood what compound ratio actually means. Another question, a man has 25 paisa, 50 paisa and 1 rupee coin in the ratio of 6 is to 3 is to 2. So we have coins of 3 types whose values are 25 paisa, 50 paisa, and I can write 100 paisa instead of 1 rupee just to ensure that there is the units are same. The numbers are in the ratio 6 is to 3 is to 2, and the total amount with the man is rupees 50. This is given to us here. Now remember, amount in the form of 25 paisa coins. Now this is not the ratio of amount. This is not the ratio of amount. Amount is nothing but value multiplied by number of coins of that type. So the first task that we have is we need to calculate the ratio of amounts. So 25 into 6, 150. 50 into 3, 150. And 100 into 2, 200. So we have 3 as to 3 as to 4. This is the ratio of amounts. Now we want the number of 50 paisa coins, so let us calculate the amount in the form of 50 paisa coins. So the amount of 50 paisa coins must be 3 upon 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10. 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10. So 3/10 of the total. And what is the total amount? The total amount is 50 rupees. So 10 fives are 50. So we have 15 rupees in the form of 50 paisa coins. Now for 1 rupee you need 2 50 paisa coins. So for 15 rupees you will need 15 into 2, that is 30 50 paisa coins, which is your answer. So with this we come to an end of this session. I hope you understood the concept of compound ratio. Thank you.